At this night market in Luzhou, China, almost everything is made right in front of you. Dough is stretched by hand, noodles hit a blazing wok, fresh fruit is turned into a frozen dessert on an ice-cold steel plate, and all of this is happening within just a few steps of each other. The first stall starts with a small piece of dough. Instead of simply rolling it flat, the vendor swings and stretches it again and again across the counter. With every movement, the dough becomes thinner. Within seconds, it is almost transparent. The filling goes into the center. The edges are folded over. Then the whole thing goes onto a hot griddle. Once both sides become golden and crisp, it is cut into small pieces and served immediately. The ingredients are simple. The difficult part is controlling that paper-thin sheet of dough by hand. A few stalls away, the technique is completely different. Here, everything depends on heat and speed. Rice noodles, vegetables, and seasonings go into a large steel wok. Then the flame rises around the pan. The cook keeps the noodles moving constantly, tossing everything through the hottest part of the wok. Nothing stays still for long. I read it within only a few minutes. All those separate ingredients become one finished plate. Not everything in this market is cooked over fire. At another stall, trays are filled with different fresh fruits. The fruit is cut into small pieces and mixed together with seasonings. Sweet fruit combined with sour, salty, and spicy flavors might seem unusual to some visitors, but combinations like this are part of the street food experience in southern China. Then there is something completely different. These dark cubes are fermented tofu. They go straight into hot oil. As they fry, the outside becomes crisp while the inside stays soft. Once they are ready, vegetables, sauce, and seasonings are added. The strong aroma is part of what makes this snack so recognizable. A little farther into the market, there is a completely different way of working with fruit. Fresh watermelon goes into a blender first. The juice is then poured directly onto an extremely cold metal plate. At first, it is completely liquid. The vendor begins scraping and folding it across the frozen surface, again and again. With every pass, the texture becomes thicker. A few moments later, the watermelon has changed from juice into a smooth frozen dessert. There is no kitchen hidden behind the stall. You can watch the entire transformation happen right in front of you. At another stall, large pieces of tofu cook directly on a flat iron griddle. The surface slowly develops a golden crust, while the inside stays soft. Seasonings are spread across the top. Then the tofu is divided into smaller pieces and finished directly on the hot plate. It is a simple ingredient transformed mostly through heat, timing, and repetition. The seafood stalls have their own rhythm. Fresh seafood is prepared in small portions and cooked to order. Because the cooking area is completely open, customers can see the ingredients before they are cooked and watch the entire process from the first step to the finished dish. Near the end of the market, oysters are cooking directly over the grill. The shells are opened, seasonings are added. Then they stay over the heat until the sauce begins to bubble. There are dozens of stalls in this night market. Different ingredients, different tools, different cooking techniques, but the experience is almost always the same. You choose what you want. You watch someone make it right in front of you. And only a few minutes later, it is ready to eat. This is an ordinary night at a busy food market in Luzhou, China.